missed that version of your life. Has such thing ever happened to you? Because I think everyone once in their life had a canon event of some sort, which they miss. I'm sure I have one, but actually I cannot remember for myself, but I'm like 100% sure I have such moment. The next question is, do you have one food, song, or a smell that instantly reminds you of a specific person? And there's a fly here. I hope it is not too loud, because it can actually get quite annoying. I hope it doesn't. Actually, when I'm brushing, I really like the sound myself. It somehow fills the emptiness, and the video, or to be more specific, the audio, doesn't sound so empty. Anyways, the next question is, have you ever kept something small and useless because it felt emotionally important? Have you ever done something like this? Really? Oh, actually, that's quite interesting. The next question is, have you ever missed someone, but not the whole person? Only one specific feeling you had around them? As you have probably noticed, these are some personal questions, so you don't have to answer if you don't feel comfortable, and you can just enjoy the video. But if you answer, just answer for yourself, as you wish. You don't have to share the answers with me. The next question is, do you have a random childhood memory that feels clearer than something that has happened last week? I have this memory. Where I was with my friends, like childhood friends. It was, I don't know, like maybe 15 years ago, maybe even more. Maybe even more, actually. Yeah, that's at least 17 or 18 years ago. I'm 24 now, by the way, so at that time I was 7 years old, around 7 years old. And one time we were going out with my friends, just walking around. We were just walking around, and when we came back, grandpa of a very close friend of mine has built a slide into the pool. We had like this pool, and he built a slide there. And I always, sometimes I randomly remember it when I see a pool or a slide. And this feels like a memory from distant childhood. And I think many people have memories like that. The question number 6 is: have you ever heard a song and immediately remembered where you were when you first loved it? You know, I can answer that question as well. And this was the song Too Late to Say Goodbye by Cage the Elephant. And when they released it, they had like maybe, I don't know, 20 to 30k subscribers on YouTube. And I loved it so much. It goes like, oh my precious ember burning, my sweet glowing light, from the moment I first saw you, I was yours and you were mine. Deep down we both knew you were troubled by design, and the echo of my mother's words, baby, don't you play with fire. Anyways, I'm not gonna continue singing it. And you know what? If you think I'm yapping too much, then write in the comments. So when we do this interactive videos, when I'm asking you questions, so I don't take too much time answering them myself, unless you want to know some stuff about me. I mean, maybe some people want to know random facts about some other random people, you know. So if it makes any difference for you, you can comment it and tell me if I'm yapping way too much. I mean, way too much of unnecessary stuff. Anyways, the question number 7 is: do you have one object in your room that looks normal but has a whole story behind it? Like a really random object. It can be a stone, like random stone, or a hat. Maybe let's some decoration, anything. Do you have something that looks normal but has a story behind it? That's actually really interesting. Let's get ready for the next question. And it is the following. Oh, by the way, I'm writing the questions from my phone because it's much easier than printing them out, and my friend is at my place, so I'm filming with his phone. He has iPhone 15 Pro Max. I'm really happy for him. I have S24 Ultra, which is not good. I mean, not bad. I really like this phone, but the camera of Samsung is 50-50, you know, like no matter what they improve, and I'm really a fan of Samsung generally. But to be realistic, camera of the iPhone is much more, how do I explain, cozy. It's much more cozy, I think. Anyways, the next question was: have you ever wanted to message someone, then stopped because you did not know how to explain why? I think I read it wrong. Let's read this again. Have you ever wanted to message someone, then stopped because you did not know how to explain why? I read it correctly. Have you ever done such a thing? Okay, that's actually really interesting. And it's getting so warm here. It's literally, I'm gonna show you. It's actually That's so hot. It's 21 degrees right now in Celsius. This is, I'm trying to tell you, 21 degrees in Fahrenheit is, that's a funny number. 21 degrees in Fahrenheit is 69.8 degrees. I'm so sorry. Anyways, the next question is, do you feel weirdly nostalgic for a time that was not even that happy? Do you ever feel nostalgic for the time and this time wasn't even that happy? Really? That's actually really interesting. Let's go to the next question. Have you ever smelled something and instantly felt like you were a kid again? In other words, do you have any specific smell? When you smell it, you instantly associate it with your childhood. Because I certainly do. There is this specific smell, which I cannot explain, but it reminds me of our vacation house. And that is my favorite place. I have so many memories there. And I have so many good and bad experiences there. But you have to have bad experiences so you can appreciate the good ones. I feel like some really smart person, which I'm not actually. Like, some saying of Socrates or other philosophers. I don't know how to say it in English, by the way. As you have probably clearly noticed, English is my not first language. It's not my native language, so there might be in the future that I just forget some words or say them in an incorrect way, so forgive me, please. Anyways, the next question is, do you have a place you passed by once, but somehow you still think about it? I'm gonna repeat this question. Do you have a place you passed by once, but somehow you still think about it? Really? Okay, that's actually really, really nice if you can say it that way. The next question is, I have to say it again, this Russian sounds are calming me down. It's literally calming me down. And I'm falling asleep myself. Anyways, the next question is, have you ever kept an old message because deleting it felt too final? And actually, I think this is a really nice question. I'm gonna repeat it again so you can really think about it. Have you ever kept an old message because deleting it felt too final? Really? I did it actually, I did what you're saying. Do you have one tiny habit that probably no one notices, but it feels very you? You know, I think everyone has this kind of habit. For example, my habit is making the stupidest jokes in the most, unimaginable situations. Like making the joke about a topic which is completely different of the topic we are talking about with friends, but in a joking way, so everyone knows I'm not serious about it. And this is so weird, but in a good way. I cannot explain. You might think I'm a weirdo, which actually you will be right, I am a weirdo. But being weird and being cringe is my hobby. So also Arbeitszeit is also my hobby. Anyways, let's skip this and let's go to the next question. Have you ever looked at the moon and wondered who else was looking at it too? I got this question when I was watching Dexter Morgan. When he was on the boat and he was thinking about Rita. When he was thinking about Rita, and he asked himself, I wonder if Rita is also looking at the same moon at the same moment. And then I literally hit the pause button and thought that when we look at the moon, there are so many other people probably in that moment looking at the same object. Like imagine, let's take this brush, look and imagine, if you're watching this video, how many other people are looking at this brush right now, because at least I am. You are looking as well, so that makes two, at least two. And there are so many mesmerizing things which you can think of. For example, that every light which is turned on in an apartment complex is someone with their own life, with their own problems, with their own happy moments, with their own sad moments, That actually is so logical and simple to understand as a concept, but also so big and so mesmerizing. I cannot explain in the words exactly what I'm thinking, but I think you get the idea. Anyways, the question number 15. And let's see. Oh, it's been already 20 minutes of recording, around 20 minutes. And I do not want to make this video too long, because when the video is too long, it becomes unwatchable and unbearable. So, this is gonna be the last question for today. And this is actually a really nice question to end the video with. Do you ever imagine a different version of your life from one small decision? Do you do that? Do you sometimes imagine? I'm sorry, it was too loud. I have to cut it out. Anyways, do you sometimes imagine how your life would be if you made a tiny, small decision which could have affected your whole life? But you know what? Let's end the video really philosophically. And let's be thankful. Because sometimes, even I do that, sometimes I say, if I had made the other decision, if I had made the other decision, how different things would have been. But then I realized how not bad and actually good my life actually is in comparison to many other people, because I know many people hope and dream of the lives you have, maybe I have, maybe some other people have. So we have to appreciate everything we have, because many people sadly don't even have 1% of it what you have. So let's be thankful for everything. And I'm thankful to you for watching this video. And if you actually watch this video till the end, I'm really happy that my stupid yapping is being liked by some other people. So, thank you really very much from the bottom of my heart for staying here, and see you